Good morning. It's Shifre Haran Cafe. Klal Dvarim. And you know, we're finishing tomorrow, B'ezrat Hashem. It's going to be the last Sunday. Klal Dvarim shebikon inyane kedusha o pirishut. After speaking about Rabbenu's life, Rabbi Nosson is finishing off saying that when it came to things of holiness, pirushut, to separate your things from that are permitted, hen b'tavot, hen b'midot, hen b'inyanei yigiyot v'avodat trachot v'isurim. So Rabbeinu, when it came to tavot, things that you don't necessarily need. There are certain things you need. You need bread and water. You need a vegetable. You need some things you don't need. That's called the taiva. You have midot, character traits. You have working in Avodat Hashem. Avodat Hashem is work. It's hard to pray the whole tefillah. It's hard to do it for hours. It's hard to say the whole Tehillim. It's not easy. Utrachot v'isurim. And when it comes to suffering, b'shvilo yitbarach, for Hashem. Like we said last time, that the tzaddikim accept upon themselves suffering either to reach levels or for Am Yisrael. Hakol kasher nakol. Haya chidush nifla v'nora me'od. Rabbeinu was at the top of the class in every subject. V'haya mufshat mikol ha'tavot mikol ha'midot b'tachlit. He had no tavot, he had no bad midot. Ad sheloi nishar lo shum tava u'midah mishum shemetz be'alma. To the point where you can be very good in something, but there's still a little bit of even great people, you know, you come close to him, you see something, still hasn't been fixed. There was nothing you can say on Rabbeinu that wasn't fixed. There was no ounce of anger, there was no ounce of gava, there was no ounce of sadness, there was no ounce of tava, there was no extra pleasure over Lamazeh, there's no sleeping one more minute, there's nothing. Zero. And that's like Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe Rabbeinu didn't have free choice anymore. There wasn't free choice, Moshe Rabbeinu had free choice in three things. That means that he's just a conduit of Hashem. He's completely in line with the Ratzon Hashem. He's doing everything right all the time at 110%. And in three things, Hashem leaves him free choice. To break the luchot or not. And this is the...
What else?
To add a day for Matan Torah.
That's the day...
And to hit the seller, no?
To break the...
To hit the seller?
To hit the seller, could be. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. And each of those things have to do with the very high levels of choice of the tzaddik, how he's going to deal with Am Yisrael, the Rachamim or Bidin. Anyways, V'yefshar ledaber klan me'otzem ha'felagat marato ki kol ha'mosif borea. Rab Nosson says, I'm not going to write too much. This is a very small book we just learned. Shifre Haran was actually very small. We're almost finished, the first part at least. We might go on to something else before we do the second part of Eretz Yisrael.
Yeah,
but either way, he's saying here that if you add to, we can't talk too much about this because you're not going to. It's kol mosif goreh. Once we said it, that's it. You understand what we're dealing with. V'kol ma shesiparnu adena im omnam ki gnut nechshu kol hasipurim nenegdo. Everything we actually spoke is actually not doing justice to who he really was. It's very easy to write this, but if you would be in the presence of a person like this, so the writing of the little paragraph over here is. Yeah, sometimes I think of like things that I had with Rav Kenny. And when I tell it over, you can't understand what it was when you were there. The energy and the light and the Kedusha, even when you watch the video, you think when you watch the video of somebody told me that they were in the Lubavitch, for bringing the Lubavitch Rebbe. He said, I don't know how the neshama stayed in the body. You watch it, it's exciting, there's singing, there's a movement. But if you were there, the experience while you're there, you cannot replace it, you cannot put it into words. Even with the camera and the video and everything is the same. The energy, the soul is not there. So even Rav Nosson's writing here, the stories you're writing here are not doing justice.
It's like Uman.
It's like Uman. And by the way, we already forgot now what's Uman. Even a few days later, you don't really remember what's Uman. And sometimes people before Rosh Hashanah think, should I go? I shouldn't go. When you're there, so one guy, he told me when we were leaving Oman, he told me years ago, he said, listen, if I ever say that I'm not coming here, you beat me up and you chain me and you bring me. And he doesn't come anymore. The guy doesn't come.
Did you beat him?
You understand that on the moment you understand what it is, and then as time goes by, you forget what it is. Thank you, Rabbi Yonatan. Your Rabbeinu Tam just was delivered. Today is Shem Hashem.
Really?
You have to make Seudah every Dalef.
You know that Yom Kippur is one of the holiest days of the year. And in Dibra Rabbeinu it's called also in Chassidut it's called Shem Hashem. Because really you are one with you are representing Hashem. Now when you have Avirot, you're not representing Hashem well. But when you have no Avirot, you are completely representing Hashem, Shem Hashem. And so therefore it's a holy, holy day. That's why Ronnie had to wait till today to get them. You had to wait till today. You got now the level you can put Rabbeinu Tam. Today you got the level.
I can put them on today?
Yes, you have to put them today. Today's the day to put them. Anyways, so says Rav Nosson, even though it's not doing justice to Rabbeinu, we still have to write it. We have no choice. עם כל זה סיפרנו כל זה, מניין עבודתו ודרכיו לענייני גדלותו, נאמן נדע ונזכיר איך הבחירה חופשית, וכל אדם יוכל לזכות אם ירצה נאמנה מופלגת מאוד. We've written this.
What's this? It's good.
It's from my house.
From the house?
From the house.
It's Mizunot also, right?
Mizunot.
Part of Mizunot.
We've written this to teach you that there is free choice. And a person can reach high levels. You can reach tremendously high levels. It depends on you. Depends on you. ואף על פי כן, צריך שיהיה עקשן. I'm sorry, skipped. ואף על פי שנדמה לו שקשה וכבד עליו, העבודה מאוד, ואין מניחים אותו להיכנס כלל בעבודתו יתברך, כל ההטבות והמידות רודפים אחריו מאוד. And you might think, it's not possible. I have bad character traits. I'm born with them. I'm born with tavot. I'm a person that's not like this. אף על פי כן, צריך שיהיה עקשן. בעבודתו יתברך, בלי להסתכל על כל זה. You got to be stubborn, and you got to keep trying. And if you have the right handbook, if you have the right etzot, and the right Rebbe, you can get there. כי בסיפורים אנו יבין אחר מדעתו איך גם על רבנו הקדוש והנורא זכר צדיק וקדוש לברכה עבר גם כן כל המיניות והכבדות. רבנו had the same difficulties that you have. Now of course every person in the world from high to small always has a difficulty of going up the next level. Now it could be the person in the lowest level, but his bichira and his nisayon is the same as the person on the high level. So it's true that Rabbeinu was born into a holy family. And it's true that his parents were holy and his grandparents were holy. But for him to get to what he got to, he had many cousins that didn't get to where he got to.
Even brother.
You understand? That means that for Rabbeinu could have went down a Rebbe. He would have been a Rebbe like a Chassid. He would have been a Rebbe no matter what. But to become Tzaddik Sodonam, you got to fight, you got to work. So you on your level, maybe you're not expected to be him, but you can work and get to the highest level that you can be.
Isn't that Tzaddik Sodonam already predetermined that he's going to be the Tzaddik Sodonam? I mean, the Neshama from Moshe Rabbeinu, and we'll continue the thread, is already comes. I mean,
the way I think it is that the potential is there, but without the work, you don't make it.
You mean if without this work avodah, he would not have.
For example, Esav could have been higher than Yaakov.
Okay.
He has the potential to be higher than Yaakov. He used it the wrong way. Like I said last week, in the time of Rabbi Natan, there was another person that came to Rabbeinu. His name was Rav Moshe Sabran. You listening, so? He came to Rabbeinu. He was there, and he decided he's leaving. He's not staying with Rabbeinu. Rabbeinu said when he left, he said, "Chaval, we lost another Rabbi Natan. We would have had two Rabbi Natan. Guess what? He became the Rebbe of the Chassidut that was against Rabbi Natan, that tried to kill Rabbi Natan. And he's the one that sent the hit to kill Rabbi Natan. And he was by Rabbeinu. He was there. He was listening. He was there for who knows long, maybe a month or a few weeks, 2 months. I'm not sure how long he was there, but he was maybe going to be a Talmid of Rabbeinu. He left, and what did he become? You have a lot of stories like that. The Gemara says that David HaMelech was this far from becoming a king Rasha. He was so many Surin, he almost went to become like a Oved Avodah Zarah. David HaMelech. You understand?
So we're all on a fine line.
You're on a fine line.
Everybody.
You're on a fine line.
I understand. Very, very.
Yes.
I like the thing with Esav because Esav is the one that's the most clear.
Good.
If he would have taken his mission properly,
He would have been higher.
it would be it's not higher. He would have been high, but at the service, he would have, it's a
Some
mission.
say he would have been higher than Yaakov.
So at the end of the day, the potential is always there for everyone.
Yeah.
Look,
The mission is there.
you have been given a potential.
Yeah, that's
What do you do with it? That's a question.
Exactly.
And by the way, even in the potential you're giving, you can get extra downloads. You can get new parts of the soul that you didn't even know exist. That's mean a person can become holy. So here, why did Rav Nosson write this? To tell you, listen, Rabbeinu also struggled. And by the way, there was a big Dayan, I think I heard him speak in Uman, from America. I think he's a Dayan in Los Angeles. He's close to Rabbi Kramer. And he was in Lakewood. And he was in Lakewood, Talmid Chacham Lakewood. And he found the books of Rabbeinu. And he said, you know what brought him close? All the other books you read about the tzaddikim, you think that they're born tzaddik from day one. And here I read how Rabbeinu has ups and downs and he has to start 100 times a day and it's difficult for him also. He says, I can relate to this. So Rabbeinu also had the ups and downs. You has also, so he had also. So you just have to keep pushing, keep fighting. Now the problem is, if you don't know the proper etzot of Rabbeinu, you're going to push the wrong way and put the emphasis in the wrong place. You have everything that you need to be able to, even with all things we're saying here, you got to remember, go slowly, don't push too fast, a little bit is also good. All these etzot can bring a person to the highest place they could be. And all of this, בכל זה, אף על פי כן זכה לשבר כל מחמד רצה באמת עבודתו יתברך. הוא בחר בחיים. רבנו broke everything because he really wanted. באמת עד שזכה למה שזכה. ואמר שאפילו היה מזרע אלוקי... ואמר, look what he says here. שאפילו לא היה מזרע אלוקי הבעל שם טוב. If he wouldn't be in the family of בעל שם טוב. רק אפילו עם משפחה ירודה בישראל, he'd be a low family. היה זוכה גם כן למה שזכה. Maybe it's not like what I'm saying. Maybe it is, I don't know. Maybe he still has the potential, but he says it doesn't even depend on my family. I would have made it no matter what. You never use it. So these things sound hard to us, but if a person would just put his mind to it and start and follow the etzot. Rabbanu said, I have pity on two people, right? He said, I have pity on the ones who don't know me, and I have pity on the ones who know me and don't do what I say. We have to follow. Our job is to be batel terabeh, and to know that the best you could be if you follow to the T the etzot that Rabbeinu gave. And it's not so hard. You can be simple and do it, but the bodedut, the chatzot, the simplicity, Shifre Brester, Shniske, Chazak U'Baruch.